Hello, wonderful world of YouTube. If you guys don't know who I am and you're new to the channel here, my name is Sensei Frangella. I run a martial arts studio out of Queen Creek, Arizona. And all that this channel is meant for is, was created for my parents here in the studio specifically, and my leadership team and my students here in my studio to talk about some of the mat chats and life skills that we cover on the floor. And it all was started because I had a parent who's been a part of my studio and organization for a few years that heard a conversation that I was having, or a talk I was having with my class, and they walked up and they said, "Man, Sensei, that's such a good talk. I wish I would have heard this before. It could have helped, and I could have applied in a lot of different ways." And I looked at him and I went, "Man, Mrs. So-and-so, I've been having that same talk, that same way, with the same type of stories before you guys were ever members." And it just blew my mind that they were here for so long and just never heard it. And I figured that having all of these kind of cataloged in one spot for my families here, and then for anybody else in the world, you know, the internet's a beautiful thing, might be beneficial. So this is for parents. Parents of athletes can take a lot of advantage of this specifically, but any parents out there. This is for athletes and sports practitioners themselves. This can be used for just the everyday person. So today's talk is going to be about the cup principle, and it's just a little mental game, I guess, or a mental thought work or frame of thought, whatever you want to call it. I'm fumbling my words there, but you get the idea. So what the cup principle is that my brain, my mind, my short-term memory is similar to a cup. If I put in, this was going to be gross, right? But if I put in water up to here, and then I put in, Sprite, and then coffee, and then tea, eventually I'm going to put something in, and what happens? It all mixes together, and then it all starts to overflow. I don't just lose, the last thing that I put in. It all is going to kind of overflow out of my cup, and our brains are like that. So when we're doing three things at once, right? For our martial artists, here's how I described it for my students. Okay, we learn a set of curriculum material, and then are tested on that material, and there's some mental parts of it, and just some speaking things, and then there's some physical things and things with a partner, and all sorts of stuff, right? Just the requirements for martial arts to gain rank in our system and style. And if we have all of that going on that we're trying to add to our cup, on top of the stresses of, our schoolwork and our home life and that new game on Switch that I got, right? The cup eventually starts to overflow, and what happens? Nothing gets retained, or not a lot of everything. Maybe some of everything, but not enough of anything really. So what we need to do with that cup is we need to take that cup once it starts to get full, and we need to empty it. And we empty it into this bucket of long-term memory, right? And that might mean we have to sit down and visualize for a second and breathe and just relax and try and remember and recall and recollect everything that we did that day. Maybe we have a bigger cup and we have to do it every Friday. Maybe we have a huge cup and we do it once a month, but I don't recommend that. I recommend this being a daily thing, and we have to commit that to memory. Now, for some of the physical things, maybe that means, we practice, let's say punch, step, and block. And that might mean you have to take your time at home to practice and review it 10 times in a row. Everyone's brain works a little different. Everyone's cup is a little different. So I can't give you a one-size-fits-all, but that's the cup principle. When I fill my cup up with too much, and I've got too much going on, and that can be just the general day-to-day stress of life. If our cup is this big, we can say that no matter what, we wake up and there's this much in our cup every day. That only gives us that much room to work with. And when I start to try and pile on too much, but I never take the time to commit it to memory, then I'm losing a lot of that knowledge and information. So life's busy. There's lots of things, especially nowadays, that can distract us and take away from our focus. Or there's lots of goals that we may have as individuals. Parents out there, you guys can use this principle for yourselves as well. As an adult, you've got a lot of stuff going on in your cup. You might have a cup this big and you wake up and it's almost filled to the brim because you've got the kids and your job and your significant other, and you're trying to be a good husband or wife, and you're trying to be a great parent, and you're trying to be a great employee, and you might be managing a team or running a business. And then you might also be trying to find time for yourself to enjoy your hobbies or your sports or whatever it may be. And that can get overwhelming. So don't forget, you guys, empty your cup every now and again. Our minds are a very, very strong tool, but it's definitely possible to overwhelm them and put a little bit too much in them sometimes. So I just thought that'd be fun to share. One more thing, just as a kind of fun tidbit, a fun little fun fact for martial artists out there, we can say that most styles of martial arts, at least some of the, well, never mind, most styles of martial arts are going to have a bow of respect. And how we talk about our bow for our students, especially ones who are struggling with some of these things, is that bow symbolizes me. Every time you walk on the mat, on the studio floor, we bow. And that's not a bow of worship, like I'm bowing to the mat as I would bow to you. That's not the case. It's a bow of respect and a sign of respect and patience and saying, look, I'm here to train, I'm focused, I'm in the right frame of mind before I enter. But we also can relate that to me emptying my cup. Me taking all the stress that I might have had today and looking at all the things that I don't want to keep in my cup, that I don't need to retain, I don't need to be on the forefront of my mind, and I'm letting that spill out. So when I enter the mat, my mind is open. I have an empty cup, or a mostly empty cup, and it allows me to learn a little bit better in a better environment. So anyways, you guys, that's the cup principle. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you can take something out of it. If you liked it, of course, as always, like and subscribe and share this video with a friend. I think that these are some really cool things that not only, martial artists and parents can benefit from, but, pretty much anybody in the whole wide world can take a listen to this, and hopefully it's easily taken action upon and easily digestible and all that good stuff. So that's it for today, you guys. Peace out.